Okay, so today I'm just going to play with the gel plate. I've got a few things that I'm going to use. This stencil, this paper stencil, I think this is a dollar store one. And I got some weird odds and ends out from my drawer. I have a drawer that I keep all things that I might use for texture. I have this that came off a wreath, and they're actually metal leaves. I think I'm going to pull them apart and try using these. I have assorted rickrack and string and ribbon and cord that I'm going to use. I have some of this netting. I don't know if I really want to use it because it looks like the glitter's not coming off it, so I worry about glitter on my plate. I have some lace, some very weird ribbon that I was actually going to try gluing to a plate and seeing if it would work on a texture plate, but I think it's just going to work better if I just lay it on the plate. I have some of this eyelash yarn. I have some cloth leaves. I think these came from a wreath maybe, or I might have bought them in a package. I don't know. It's been a long time. But I've got these I'm going to use, and then I just pulled out a couple, not very many, just a couple handmade stamps from my drawer to use with it. And I actually have a piece of lace, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. We'll try it once. If it doesn't work, we won't use it again. But that's going to be what I'm going to use for this session. The colors I pulled out are a violet, a blue-gray, a black, a deep green. This is sap green. It's very dark. This is that Naples yellow-green, and it's very light. I pulled out two different reds. This is a Naphthol red, I think. And this is red medium from Liquitex. And then I got a yellow. I might pull out another yellow. Lately I've been loving, this is yellow ochre. Lately didn't work with yellow a lot, but lately I have been. So let's get started. Just start. And I might not use all of what I pulled out. I might not. I don't know. I never know. Let's start bold with purple. And I'm going to try to do 4 sheets, that's all, because I don't usually work this late at night. It's night, and I've got stuff to do, but I figured I wanted to get out here and do some of this. And this violet is a nice transparent. I put it on a little thick. And as you can see, there's still stuff from the last printing on my plate. And I'm not going to worry about that because I kind of like the grunge, so you know how it is when you like grunge. Now, let's start laying stuff down. First, let's use this texture plate. It's one of my favorites. This is done with hot glue on a piece of cardboard. And I'm just going to get some texture from it. And then we will use this stuff. Let's try for squiggly lines up here and see what happens. All right, we'll put it the fancy side down. And maybe a little bit of the twine on the top first layer. And that can go everywhere. All right, now we're just going to pull up what we can of that to start. And I'm going to use a tissue to try and press that stuff down to get all the goodies that I can from my stuff that I'm using for texture. And we're going to overprint a couple times on these, so. All right. Okay. There's our first try. Kind of interesting. I bet this will be more interesting. I'm just going to pull it up. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Oop, I didn't tape that down. I'm going to be... Now that is pretty. That lace came out nice. Let's do some more with that. All right. I want to cut one of these metal leaves off. I just had my nails done. I don't want to ruin my nails. Well, that one didn't work. Let's try this one. Come on, you let go. They are metal, so I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to press them in. Let's do some red. And there's still purple on my brayer, so... Well, I guess it's dried up already. It's not that hot out here tonight. I don't know why it's drying that quickly, but... And of course my microphone cord is going hog wild. All right, let's see if these will actually make a stamp mark. They should. Let's see what the difference is between those and these. And I'm going to put that lace back on there. That was so nice. Ah! Stop it, Ruth. All right, here we go. Let's just get some information off of there. And I'm trying not to press too hard because those are metal. They're very thin metal. And I don't think they'll hurt the plate, but... That's an interesting background. Let's pull this up and see what we got now. Oh, they did leave a nice stamp mark. Ah. Oh, those were double. And what I try and do is push in the middle, and that'll make an edge come up, and then you can take it off there. Let's put this on its own. I don't think it needs to be. I'll cover it over with the next one. Let's see what we got. That is kind of pretty and delicate. Those leaves actually do work nice. And I now remember where I got these. I got these from the dollar store, a package of them. That's where I got those. So now I'm going to do a background. A little bit of this yellow. And let's overprint a piece of that one. Let's put some of that here. Some of it here. And then what we're going to do is put down lots of squigglies on here. Now that we're down to almost no, just a bunch of ribbon and stuff. And then go back up over this one. Now since there's no metal on it, I can press down hard now. Let's see what it brings us. Okay, that is an interesting mix. I'm not sure I like that color yellow and red together. We'll come back over it and see what we get. Now let's take these ribbon up. See how much of it we can get to this first purple plate. I like that. That is really nice. And the ribbon is still showing up. I used it on both plates and it's still showing up nicely. All right, let's do a little bit more with that. Let's do a couple pages with the background. Like I'll go over this one. And then we'll do a second layer. We're going on vacation soon, and when I get back, I'm going to get me all new paints. I've got quite a few of them that are running down at just to the end. And see, I'm not trying to get a good flat background. I just want a background. A couple sheets with different backgrounds, and then we'll go over them. I think that's what would work best with this. Ooh. Is that a nice background or what? What is that? All right, let's just pull some of it up over this. Some more of it. We'll do one more background sheet and then we'll go back to doing the... Well, let's see. Let's put some red in it. Just a touch of red. We'll do a red background on this one, mixed with the yellow. Just a light background. Maybe I can get two out of this one. That's a good one. And I think that's about all we'll get out of that. I didn't put very much paint on it. All right, so let's go back to the purple. I really like, now that I still have some red on the... Boy, this does not want to give up, does it? Not only do I have to get more paint, I have to clean my paint. My paint's off. Appears they are clogging a lot. And I don't usually leave them open. I was about to say, and I don't leave my paints open, and I look down and here's that yellow ochre right open. I make a liar out of myself right in front of myself. And I'm not going to use that stencil. I really don't like that stencil so much. Let's put down this, try and get it somewhat flat. I like these leaves. They are actually coming out pretty nice. Well, let's pull that up onto this right here. It's not going to do much because it's better the second pull, but that wasn't that great a... Looking for my paper towels here. That wasn't that great a start, so... But it actually is pretty interesting. It looks like candy canes. Not what I was going for, but it's not bad. I'm going to go back in with a tissue and pull up a little bit more because I want just, I'm going to put a piece of this onto that the one that I already have that I really like. I'll go down this lace and see if I can get it to show up even better. All right, we'll pull this up. And I'm going to put a little bit of it on this one that I really like. Just probably this end part right here. Yep, that did it. I like that. And we'll put this rest of this on this background. Now I'm really liking the lace. I haven't tried the netting yet, but I'm really liking the lace. I haven't tried the eyelash yet either, I don't think. So this next one I'll concentrate on. Well, it's interesting, but meh. Not all that interesting. All right, so let's try that netting. Let's see what that will do. Let's go with a different color. What have I got? I got this other red. That was rude. As I'm winding my eyelash yarn in my brayer. All right. I got 2 pieces of this. Let's use some of it. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we'll put the other stuff on top of it. Spread it out a little in a pleasing manner. That there. And this one that we didn't reuse yet. Just go across it with that. And we'll just use string on this one. Now I'm going to use this on a clean sheet. Well, actually, you know, this one we just did that I didn't like that much. Let's see what we can get. It's just a piece of paper, right? I don't know if that eyelash yarn is showing up any at all. It's almost thin as hair. I guess that's why they call it eyelash yarn. We'll see what we got. Oh, actually, it's pretty darn exciting. Let's get this off of here. Look at that. Well, that sparked that one up, didn't it? Let's see if the rest of it can fix this one. And we'll do the same kind of thing with maybe with black next. I want to make sure I've tried everything. Oh, I like that. Look at that. That's interesting. Now on this one here, you can see the eyelash yarn pretty good. I mean, you can see it. See over here where it looks like branches? On the second one, it didn't show up as much, but the other things showed up even more. Very interesting. Let's go back and see if we can capture that again. All right, something dark. What is this? Is this blue-gray? It might be black, it might be gray. I just care that it's dark. Oh, it's a dark, dark green. No, I guess it's black. There was paint all over where the name of it is, so I couldn't see. I'm going to pull some up with this. And then I'm going to see about pulling some up with these. Maybe the metal one. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and pull some up with it and then print with the... All right. To see if these will take some of it off of there. Looks like they take a bit off. I don't know if you'll actually see with those that there was a leaf there, but... Ah, did you see me slide that one? I'm going to have to put something on the other side of these. They're hard to get off the plate. Yeah, I just went across my face with my icky finger. All right, let's go back to the eyelet stuff. And let's put a lot of it on so we can really see if it comes up. Some of this again, which I like the way that looked. And I suppose if I come back and actually lay these out perfectly, I might get a better result, but... And I don't think I'm going to use the regular string. That wasn't that interesting to me. Is this all... Oh, I got one more ribbon. All right, let's see what this does on top of that red. This is that plain red background we did. I had to go see if I had my microphone turned on. I did a whole video the other day without the microphone on. I was like, ugh. That's one session you're not going to see. I am not doing a voiceover on anything. All right, let's see what we got if it lets go. Ooh, I like that. And that eyelash yarn really looks nice. Oh, I like that. It looks like a tangle of tree branches or something. Now see, you could purposely lay them out to look like tree branches, and that would be awesome. All right, now what do we got we don't like at all? How about that purple one with the yellow? Let's put the rest of this over that, and then we'll do one more, and then I'm done. I wanted to see which one of the ribbons shows up well. So I've got a couple that worked, and I'm happy with that. And now that I know that those fake leaves work, happy with that. Let's press this down and get it good. And I'll do one more. It's, probably could go over it with a white or something. I'm really not that fond of that one. All right, let's do one more. Let's see if we can do something interesting in red. Let's use this red. All that's left on there should be pulled up with it, I hope. Still black on my brayer, so it's going to mix. I'm not sad about that. I'm going to put a little gray in the middle. Don't know why. I was working on that with the gray earlier, doing some Halloween stuff. And I just started to like that blue-gray. All right, what do we want on it? We're going to try this netting. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to drop that right down in the middle. And we'll try it on a piece that we don't like. I don't know if we use this rickrack, but we'll see what it comes out like. We know we like the eyelash, so let's just put some on the edge. It doesn't have to be everywhere. This ribbon just comes up like a line, but it's interesting. Let's twirl it around a little. Let's see what it looks like over the netting. I think the netting is going to hold most of the paint under it. And this thing. Let's shift the netting a little and put this on the edge here. Okay, well that, I don't know if it's interesting, but it's different. Let's see what we get. It's so thick with stuff, the page is buckled, so I'm not going to get a nice pristine print out of it. I like those fake leaves. Sometimes I feel like doing botanical stuff long after the tree has lost all its leaves out front. I've tried preserving them, but it didn't work really well. Now I see why I bought those fake fall leaves. Whoa. The netting appears to work, it just needs a little extra oomph. And this thing here didn't work at all. Just left a mess. Can you see the netting worked, but where the stuff was going under it, it raised it too high. We'll do another layer on this one. And we'll just throw this on top of this one that didn't come out worth a smudge. I like to do this. I'll do about 4 or 5 just testing different items. I love this right here going through there. That improved this one immensely. I can probably use this part of it from here over. All right. Did I say one more? I know I did, but I just want to use a different color. This will be the last one. This is going to go over that red one we just did. Now, let's put a little of this in it. Just to get texture everywhere. Now we'll take our eyelet. Get off of there. Which will probably leave some of the other colors because I can feel it's still damp. Let's make it nice and squishy all the way up the top. And this one to go this way. This one will go this way. And that one will go this way. And I'm curious to see what happens where they all cross. Because I'm thinking, watching this, I would love to try and do something like lay it out as a tree branch, which will take a while, and I don't know how I'd do that without everything drying, but we would see what we would see. Let me see. And I'm really pushing down hard with my finger and my tissue, trying to get it all up. Where it's thick, I'm trying to get on either side. See, I run my tissue down one side and then the other side of that thick ribbon, trying to get what's in the middle. Okay. Basically what we're finding out on the first pull, the eyelet yarn works better on the first pull. Alright, we're just going to pull this up and everything's coming with it. So some things do better on the second pull, some things do better on the first pull. Look at that. That really is interesting. And you actually can see, I don't know if you can see really well, but didn't you see where you can see inside that lace a little bit? But look at it on the plate. On the plate, it really shows up. I'm going to let it dry just a few minutes. A few seconds, actually. And we'll put some maybe some yellow over it. Oh, I got a better idea. How about some lavender over the top? I just bought this. I don't think I've used it. Well, I might have used it once. Lavender over the top. And see if we can get that to pull up. And this is my last one. Whether it works or not, I'm done. Let's see. Oh, just got acrylic fingernails. Everything feels weird. They're so thick I can't touch anything. All right, let's give it a good push down. I don't know where my brayer is, but I mean my baron is, my baron. But I've got my I don't know how much of the blue is going to come up. Not much. Well, that's terrible. That is terrible. Yeah, I did say it was my last one, didn't I? Oh, well. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to show you these pictures in just a second. I'm just going to put this over this so I can pull it up. Well, this is the one we just did. Now, while it's a total disaster, I'll go over it with black and it will look fine when I'm done. This is the one. You can see the eyelet, the lace. You can see what's left over from that netting, which, you know, I don't mind, but it really didn't work great. This one, I don't like this end of it, but this end here, I mean, there's possibilities for that in a collage that I can really see. And if you look, hopefully I can get close enough so you can see the detail of that lace, and you can see the detail of that black ribbon that I've got. I mean, you can actually see the lines of stitching in it. See, this is what it is. And as you can see, it has fine lines of stitching, and they're actually showing up on this picture. So if I really worked with it, I could get it to go somewhere. This one I like, and this was it twine, jute maybe? It really does a sharp line. If you need the sharp line in your stuff, that would work. And this is the one I like the best because that eyelash yarn. God, I can't find my words some days. Eyelash yarn looks really nice, and I was thinking that if you were doing a background, you could lay some of it purposely along, and it would make a nice, like a line of shrubs in your landscape. You could do stuff with that. And this one is not a total disaster, but, and I can see some of these parts cut out for collaging. Be lovely. Really, I like that. And then there's this one. And this is the one that shows you the most detail. I'll come up a little closer with it. Can you see how there's a lace detail? And this one, that yarn, I don't know what I did with it. That is this stuff. It's a, well, it's a ribbon, but it's got, can you see it's got those holes? I've used that once before a long time ago, and I love the effect of it. See how that, almost like a ladder effect? I really like the way and the lace shows up pretty nice, but this is really thick. This isn't skinny thin lace. I tried some earlier that really I was disappointed with, but this is kind of thick. This is cotton lace. So thank you for going through that with me. I found out what I can do with what I've got. It's what I like to do the most. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're getting a good view of these pictures. because I'm not going to put pictures at the end of this one. So as you can see, I love that. That eyelash stuff is beautiful. I can see lots of things I can do with that. Landscape. Okay, thank you very much for viewing my video. Put a like if you like it, please, and subscribe if you want to see more. And you have a nice day.